Hey guys, Michael White coming at you. Look, I'm gonna cut this video just to let people know, okay, why I do what I do. You know, people might see me on Facebook posting these articles and telling you to go to my video and do this and do that. There's a reason behind it, and this reason is that I'm a networker. Now, I used to be the guy that used to go out and pitch my friends and family. You need to look at this business, best thing since sliced bread, and literally beg people to get in my business. And it didn't work. I mean, I tried it and I tried it numerous times. And I was like, why don't these things, I mean, you go to these seminars, you go to these events, and you see these people that get in these businesses and they go straight to the top. I'm like, what are they doing? It just didn't happen like that for me. So I had to just stop. I mean, I just had to stop it. I mean, I stopped, I got out of it, and I started researching what does the top 3% do to make this thing work for them. And what I found out, they don't go around pitching their friends and family. They don't. A lot of times their friends and family really don't even know what they do. They just know they make some money in this business or make money over the internet. So once I started studying these people and started to figure out exactly what they do, things started to make sense. Because I didn't want to be known as the person that's in the NFL. And people say, well, what is the NFL? The friends, no friends left. No. You know, when you come around, people start to leave. They're like, oh Lord, he's gonna be sitting up here trying to get us in this business. Here he come, y'all. But no, I didn't want to be that guy anymore. And so what I found out that, hey, you have to position yourself as a person of value. So yes, when I post my articles, it's not aimed at everybody, because everybody's not going to be interested in what I'm doing. But some people will. Some people will open it up, they'll read the article, they'll visit my website, and some people will connect with me. That's fine. That's what I want. I want the person that's interested in what I have to offer to approach me. So that's in a nutshell of why I'm doing what I'm doing. But what led up to me doing what I'm doing is that you have to look at the times. I mean, there are no jobs. I mean, job security is virtually non-existent. And I didn't want to be in that position for the rest of my life. I had to create my own security. And you know, where do you do it? None of the employers are offering any security these days. So what I had to do, I had to go out here and say, look, what can I do where I can create leverage, got the potential to make a lot of money? And there was only one thing that I kept coming back to, and that is to be in business for yourself. Now, a traditional business, I have done traditional businesses, a lot of overhead, and you basically create a job for yourself. And I looked at the people that make a lot of money. The people that make a lot of money are people that they create leverage in their life. Leverage, that is the magic word, leverage. So any company that anybody may work for, yes, there is an owner that is leveraging everybody that works for that company. He's the guy that usually makes the most of the money. And what most people do is they trade their time for money. That became very unattractive to me. I was not concerned about trading my time for money, because you almost can never really get ahead. I mean, for most people can't. I'm not saying that you can't. You can't. But most people, they very rarely get ahead. You know, people say, well, you know, you need a good job. I mean, you know, just as well as I know, and most people, I mean, good jobs are really hard to come by. I mean, they almost are non-existent. So what do? You know, when we look at network marketing, internet marketing, or whatever, a lot of people say, well, you gonna do one of those little pyramid things? Of course not. Of course not. I'm too smart, and you know, you're too smart to get yourself involved in a legal pyramid scheme. So I would never do that. There are a lot of credible companies out here, very credible companies that you can make a substantial amount of money if you apply yourself. if you learn the things that you need to learn to be successful in a network marketing business. Now, yes, there's a learning curve. Yes, you have to come out of your comfort zone, but that's anything that you're going to be successful at. I mean, success is not always easy. I mean, it's not always easy. I have launched businesses and moderately successful with some of them, made a little money over the years, but none of it was easy. I mean, some of them was a huge learning curve, and I'm the guy that, you know, I don't necessarily bow down to a lot of things. I don't let things conquer me. You know, I will search it out. I will find the answers that will make me successful in what I'm doing. And so that's what I'm doing here. You know, I'm getting results. So it's like, okay, I have really begun to figure out how to be successful in networking, how to be a professional networker instead of a pitcher. You know, I figured out when I was pitching my business, I wasn't getting anywhere. People were avoiding me. I mean, you know, you could call somebody on the telephone and they might not recognize your number and they'll pick up the telephone. But trust and believe, hey, when they recognize your number, they would code your number into their phone. So they knew when you called back that next time, they wasn't answering. You could call them 100 times. They're not going to pick up the phone. And that's what you get into. And that's sort of what gives this business a bad name. Now, I've started to associate myself with successful people within this industry. And the thing of it is, all of them do it the same way. They position themselves as a person of value, and they have no trouble getting people involved in their endeavors, in their businesses. I mean, it's simple. I mean, it's very simple once you learn it. I mean, just case in point. I remember a time where I chased people down to look at a business. You know, yesterday, just take yesterday. And I know some people might be looking at this video, it might be 2 years, but just yesterday, I had 2 people sign up in my business, and I never talked to them. Never talked to them. Never saw these people, have never seen their face, never heard their voice, but they joined my business. How did I do that? I have now positioned myself as a person of value. So I can recruit people, I can put people in my business on autopilot. I don't have to worry my friends, my family, people I've worked with. I mean, you know how it is. People get in these businesses, they'll run you down. Haven't seen you in 20 years, will run you down. You gotta look at this. I mean, they don't even ask you how you doing, this and that. They just so blinded by sometimes enthusiasm. And after the enthusiasm wears off, after rejection after rejection after rejection has set in, hey, people tend to start to lose interest. And that's why you have such a high attrition rate, because people are not taught the right way. So what I do with the people that team with me, I teach them the right way. So people, if you're looking at this video, if you're one of the people that, you know, just say on Facebook that actually personally know me, you don't have to be interested in what I'm doing. It's just I hope you now understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because this business is not for everybody. But I'm so glad I don't have to convince people that network marketing is for them. I don't have to do that now. But I use Facebook, I use Twitter, I use any form of social media to enhance my business without pitching people. And this thing, and that works for me. That works for the successful people within this industry. So I hope that shines a little insight as to, you know, what in the world is Micah doing for the people that know me. But for the people that want to get to know me, connect with me. If you want to know, okay, how do people do networking? How do they network without being a pitcher, without pitching the business? There's ways to do it. But hey, connect with me. I would be glad to show you some tips and strategies on how to do it and get your business, whatever you decide to do, off to a good start. But there's a link under this video. You can click on it, connect with me. It'll take you to another presentation, a little short video. But just do it. Just do it. And I don't think you'll be dissatisfied. I think you'll be very happy with what you see, because it will be very enlightening. But once again, Michael White, I'm signing off, and I hope to see you on the other side.